Yes, and the red line is on. That means that we're starting with already the fourth video update, the weekly update in Martijn, his crowd expedition. Martijn, how was your week?
Good?
Good.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I of course I follow you on Twitter, and I saw a couple of things happening this week. You went to Den Bosch, in example.
Yeah, yesterday we went to Den Bosch, to the Paleiskwartier.
Okay.
That's a new area near the station.
Okay.
And they are busy with a car sharing project with electric cars. So we talked to them about their experience in how you can implement a car sharing system into a existing organization.
Okay, and how can you do that?
The benefit they had was they had already pool cars, normal gasoline cars, but the biggest challenge was to help people to start driving electric cars, because people got quite some fear in the first time driving an electric car.
Yeah.
So they had some.
What are the main concerns of people who are driving or considering driving an electric car for the first time? Is it pure the amount of kilometers you can? Radius? I don't know what is it in English.
Yeah, and especially when you're driving and then the battery is finished. So
Yeah,
that's the most concern.
Okay.
And in the end, it was a nice interview. And in the end, I asked them, okay, because they went from full gasoline cars to full electric.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, I say, wasn't it looking back, of course, a better decision when for next time you go from full gasoline to hybrids to electric?
Yeah.
And I asked them for 3 times, and in the end say, yeah.
Okay. And the first and second time, they didn't say yes?
They said a lot, but not yes. And in the end, I asked, okay, but yeah, you're right. So that was nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I assume it was very interesting because I asked you to bring me some bosse balls. It's this Dutch amazing pastry with a lot of chocolate and whipped cream, and it's fantastic. And you forgot it, so you were completely full of this interview, I guess. What was the main insight you took away from Den Bosch instead of these bosse balls?
The reason I had to hurry back to the office was because I forgot an appointment who was sitting over here at the reception. But I think the main insight is that it's all about changing behavior. It's not about technique. It's all about changing behavior.
Okay. I saw the people waiting yesterday. One of them was the man who brought Nike to Europe, to the Netherlands. Was there a conversation in the crowd expedition context, or is it something we might hear more of later on?
No, it was more just a nice advisory talk about crowdfunding. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so nothing. Okay. We talked about Den Bosch, but you also went to Brussels.
No, we're going to Brussels.
Okay,
this week we also went to Meidrecht. It's somewhere between Utrecht and Amsterdam.
That's for the backseat.
Okay. Backseatsurfing.com. Yes.
Okay. What is backseatsurfing.com?
It's a hitchhike platform.
Okay.
So it's.
We discussed it in video 2 or 3 already, very briefly, and then I asked another one because there is already so much in hitchhiking, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think they're more focused on a long travel. So from when you go from Utrecht to Berlin, because they say one of the benefits of ride sharing is that you can split the cost of the fuel.
Yeah.
And when you do ride sharing from Amsterdam to Utrecht, it's just a really short distance, so the benefit is quite small. So they're focusing on more international rides. And it's nice because the guy who thought about it, he's a really technical programmer.
Okay.
And he was traveling from Berlin to Utrecht with his wife, and she fell asleep after 15 minutes. And he said, okay, it's quite boring driving with my lady who is asleep. So why isn't there a platform where I can invite other hitchhikers to join me for the ride, to have some conversation and also to split the fuel costs? So he built a platform. And then Metro, a big Dutch newspaper, they wrote an article about his websites. That BNR News Radio came, and then the last publicity came. Then he had thousands of rides every day on his platform, and then publicity went away, and then nobody came at his platform anymore. So he's really struggling with, okay, how can I create a sustainable amount of rides on my platform?
Okay, and how? What's your opinion? How can he?
I think I don't know if there are lots of potential in the platform, because his challenge is he's a really good programmer,
Yeah.
but he's not a salesman, not a
But
marketing
is there
man.
then not a challenge, or is there not a business model in his platform, or isn't he not the right person? Is he not the right person to do it all on its own, or at all? But
Not all on his own, because in the end, when you want a team to create a startup, you really need different disciplines.
yeah, we
And
talked about it,
yeah.
the tech company part, or
Yeah.
or a marketing part, and you told us already, when someone is purely a marketeer and not tech savvy, then it will be a disaster or very hard to build it to a successful company.
Yeah.
And this is the other way around.
Yeah,
am I
definitely.
correct?
Yeah, definitely.
So what should he do? What would your advice be? His name is Vincent, isn't it?
No, his name is Anton.
Anton. Okay.
Yeah, I think the best thing he can do is to search for good partners, because he's really good in the technical part.
Yeah.
And he also got brilliant ideas how you can bring the idea further, but he doesn't have the skills to bring it further. So he really has to search for the partners who can help him with that, who can join his team, like a good salesman, a good marketing man, and not and I think he really needs these people in his team. So not hire them, but find the right partners who can operate at the same level he is.
Does he agree with you on this part? Is he already looking for these partners, or is he still planning to do it on his own?
No, he agrees. So
Okay.
he's really clear about what's missing in the concept,
Yeah.
and he's also open for new people to step in.
With
So
specific knowledge, yeah, marketing, branding,
marketing,
and sales, and
the commercial, the business model.
okay.
Yeah.
Now, well, maybe if somebody is looking and thinking of, this is a great concept called backseat surfing,
Surfing.com.
backstreet surfing,
Or maybe for you, Jelle.
Yeah, maybe for me, I will consider it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I haven't thought of that, but if you are looking and you are thinking this is something for me, just send an email to Martijn or respond below the video. We can bring them into contact.
Yeah, sure,
with,
no problem.
yeah?
No problem.
Okay, cool. And then I already mentioned Vincent. And who's Vincent then? You are going to talk to Vincent, or?
No, we have already talked to Vincent during the WeShare Fest of
Okay.
Seeds to Meet.
Okay.
So yesterday we launched some videos
Okay, that's
with
it.
the interviews of Vincent, with New Girl Flow, with the guys of E-Rated, with the guys of ShareNL.
Yeah.
So they're now available at youtube.com/crowd expedition.
Okay, and also the videos of Parkfly Rent and Snapcar are online already.
Snapcar is online, and Parkfly Rent will be published this Monday.
Okay, next Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, then I also saw something, or it was a question of yours about a book.
Yeah.
A book on
Again.
every, one book or
One book.
another book. What's it about?
Yeah,
What's,
it's the expedition is also a learning experience for the whole team and also for myself. So in the beginning I thought, because I really like sharing my story, but I really hate to write.
okay.
So I thought I had tackled this problem with asking a journalist to join the team, Klaartje, because I thought, okay, then we're going to the interviews and she's going to write the stories, and then I'm done with the whole writing problem. But of course, Klaartje is writing her stories from her perspective, and also for her target group, MKB Service Desk De Zaak, entrepreneurs. But I also got my strong opinion because he's really neutral, because he's a journalist, and I'm not. So I really missed not writing down my story, but I was missing sharing my story. And I think the only good way to do it is to write it down. But then I was thinking, okay, but at what way can we, because every 3 months we are focusing at one team, so like now mobility, and how can we finish this or wrap up this 3 months period of one team? So I was thinking, why not publish it in a book? Because like when you look at the brand acquisition book, we got a introduction, we got 20 stories of 20 brands, we got a summary, we got a conclusion, and at the end it's a book. So I thought, okay, the same thing we're going to do with crowd acquisition, because in those 3 months we're going to have about 20 interviews, and I'm now already writing my stories around these interviews. We've got
the
an
content is
introduction.
there already.
Yeah, it's already there. We always have to think about a conclusion. So why not put that in a book? And then I came to the conclusion, okay, but if we're going to do 8 subjects, in 2 years.
Yeah.
So maybe we will finish up with 8 books
Yeah.
with mobility in the collaborative economy, financial service in the collaborative economy. So I'm now working on this idea. It's quite ambitious.
And what's your question? Because there was a question in the tweet.
Yeah, if it's a good idea.
Okay, what do you think? If you think it is a good idea, please let us know. But also if you think it's not a good idea, please let us know and give us your opinion. Don't hesitate to be very critical or very enthusiastic. Because he's not asking it for nothing. He's asking it. You are asking it because you really want to know what other people think of it.
Yeah,
and if there's enough enthusiasm about it, then you are going to do it.
Yeah.
And if not, you're not.
I have no idea. It's all an expedition, and it's also the challenge, because it's not a concept. So what you finish and then go do it. It's really a ongoing process, and the process will never stop.
Okay.
So that's also the nice thing about it.
Okay, so the process will never stop. Well, this video will stop, and very soon, because Kelly, how many minutes? 10 minutes, 11 minutes. First week was 12, so I really want to improve, so I'm going to cut it down now. Thank you, Martijn, and see you next week.
Welcome.
Keep up the good work.
I will.
Okay.